Hi everyone, my name is Perry and I am No One You Know. Been working on some screenwriting and novel writing, and what I'd like to do now is share with you how I do my research. I use Scrivener to write and to store all my research, and I also use Evernote and Pocket. So let's get started. This is Scrivener. It's a writing program that allows you to organize your research. You can put it in separate folders, and in this case, I've imported a bunch of pictures. You can also import video, text, and also web pages. Let's get into that. Let's say that you're doing research on a new film, and you want to do the research on gorillas. So we go up here and let's say, oh, yes, okay, gorillas. And this is how you import it into Scrivener. You copy the URL, just like that. And then you go into Scrivener, you pick the folder. I want to turn a gorilla into a weapon, so I'm going to import it into my weapons folder. Go up to Import, Web Page. It automatically populates. You don't have to paste. It automatically populates the URL. And I'm just going to call this gorilla. Hit OK. Now, this is the problem that I've had with Scrivener in the past. When I'm importing web archives, sometimes if it's fresh, it works beautifully. But if not, it has a tendency to choke the system. That's fine. If I restart Scrivener, it will show up. Now, the easier way to do this is if I go to my web page, is I take the web page, print it, turn it into a PDF. This is how you do it on a Mac. So save as a PDF. And let's take it and save it into here. I've already done it, so I'm just going to replace it. Now, the thing is a web archive. This is how Scrivener saves, Apple saves web pages for programs like Scrivener, saves it as a web archive. The web archive is actually pretty large. PDF is much smaller, much more manageable. So I would select Weapons, go up here to File, Import, and instead of Import Web Page, Import Files. And I would go up here, pick the PDF, import it, and you can see there's no problem at all because here it is. Boom. While I still can't see it on the web archive. So I would, in your workflow, use Scrivener to import web pages or any other thing as a PDF. Is much more manageable. Now, let's say that you have your iPad and you have a web page on your iPad. This is what I use to do that. This is Evernote. It's a great program. And what you can use is if you have your iPad or your iPhone, you can have Evernote and you can import web pages that way. And you can organize it into notebooks. Now the nice thing about this is I use Evernote to archive anything I find interesting in my day. If you read the LA Times, if you see a web page or any other newspaper or magazine and you see something, you may not use it this week, you may not use it next month, you may not use it next decade, but you may find it interesting and use it on a movie 10 years from now. This is a way to organize all your findings. You organize them into notebooks, and for instance, right now I've got one that's on home design. So if you open it up, there's a website I found, it's got something cool. So how do you import, let's say, a website? Well, they have a special bookmark, and I keep it in my bookmark bar, and it's called the Evernote Clipper. A little screen pops up. Populates everything. I'm going to tell it to put it in. You can pick your different notebooks. I have one for home design. I'm going to stick it in there. And you can put a tag on it at this point if you like. You can add text to it if you like, and hit save. And there it is, saving the note. And I have this problem with Evernote every once in a while. A lot of times it just screams, and then sometimes it just gets chokes up on your network or whatever. So what I like to do is, let's try something else. I love coffee. Let's save it to Pocket. Pocket seems to be a lot better at this. So I'm going to go Save to Pocket, that's in my bookmark bar. Not my save to bookmarks, but actually my bookmarks menu where I keep all my bookmarks. Save to Pocket says page saved. I can add a tag at that point if I like. If I go to Pocket, hit refresh. I love coffee. Very fast compared to Evernote. I just go up here, hit share, Evernote. And then same thing, save to Evernote. And then if I go to Evernote, should pop right up. I love coffee. I should have saved it to home, but there we go. Now, a lot of times Pocket won't save the pictures. Do you really need the pictures? No, but it will in some cases. So now, how do I get it out of, let's say I copied this web page 10 years ago and I want to bring it to Scrivener because I'm going to do a script about gorillas drinking coffee. It's real simple. Instead of doing it through my iPad, I actually do it on my home computer, and I would go to the notes. I love coffee. Okay. Right here, I've got one of Japanese lanterns. Highlight it in this column right here. I'm going to hit Control, Open Note in separate window. Then do the little Mac trick, print, create a PDF, coffee, save, and then I can close that window. I can open up Scrivener, and then I can import. Let's, because coffee is going to be the weapon of the gorilla. Import, not web page, but import file. And I'm going to pick coffee, import it, and now I have coffee. I like to do a lot of my research through the newspaper. I read it every day, and most newspapers now have an app. How do I get an article out of the app? What I could do, let's say LA Times Business section, YouTube releases app, optimize. Let's try another one, Facebook. Okay, this is how you do it. Through the Pocket website, you can set up an email contact so that you can email the article. Let's go over here to email to your account at Pocket. Okay, and we'll go to Pocket and let's see if it shows up. There we go. There's the article right there. Now you notice it looks a little bit different. They stripped it down, which makes it a lot leaner, which is fine. Now, how do you get it out of Pocket and take it to Evernote? Again, just hit share, go to Evernote, and Facebook, let's put it, remember this time, home design, send to Evernote, saved, beauty. And let's go ahead and go to Evernote, and let's hit refresh. And there it is. Control click, open note in separate window, hit print on a Mac, save as a PDF, and Facebook, save. Then I can close this, go to Scrivener, then pick the file using Facebook as a weapon. That's where y'all want to put it. Import, file, Facebook. There it is. So now you can have it when you need to write. And that's all I'm going to cover today. Thanks again for watching. My name is Perry, and I am No One You Know.